Patricia, por favor, Patricia Suarez Raminez. From the Spanish organization, well, she will tell you, she's really a fighter.
So, thank you very much, Thomas. Sorry for my voice. I was not yesterday in a party, I promise you, but my boss is like that. It's the first time for me in Poland, in Warsaw. I'm very, very happy to be here and to see how you are fighting, because we need this energy, not only in Poland but also in Europe. I've come not alone, I come with two lawyers, they will speak after me. I will try to show you how we have been organizing citizens ourselves, and then they will tell you about how the courts are in Spain, which are, as just Thomas said, very, very positive for consumers. So, my conference is Financial Crisis and Consumers Association, the power of organized citizens. First thing I must tell you, in Spain we don't say this is a financial crisis, we say this is a financial fraud. That is, and we say many times they call it crisis when they mean fraud. So, this is what happened, you know already, I will go very quickly. Euro, Euribor, we in Spain, we are in Eurozone, collapsed, and our borrowers were indexed in Swiss francs, but also in Japanese yens, which is even more speculative. So the crisis started in 2008, and then, as you see, the change also went down. And we, as many countries, other countries in the European Union, in Europe, had these loans. In Spain, it's calculated it's about 70,000 loans. It's not a very, very huge problem in Spain. It's not like in Poland, but it's in any way a problem, because we don't have only FX loans, we have other instruments, toxic instruments, so it's a very big mess. This is what happened, and now the consumers associations in Spain. There were old associations, but as we discovered the problem, we started a new one, because we thought we need new ideas and new ways of doing things. So, in Spain, in 2006 and 2010, more or less, there was a mass and miss thing. So they really sold a lot and really bad. And you see, these were mortgages with floor clauses, interest rate swaps. I was surprised this morning when you said that now in Poland they are selling that. I mean, it's like just a sickness, it's like a virus, it's like a sickness. It goes from country to country. I mean, they know what they are doing. That way. And also we have preferred securities and at last FX loans. My association, Asufin means Financial Users Associations, began with me and other 50 consumers that were victims by interest rate swaps. I always say, when a journalist asks me, why are you here? I always say, look, I was not in the street and a boy took my handbag with my money. I went to my bank and the bank took my money. That means that a very important part of the system cheated me. And this is not possible, because as taxpayer, this morning has been told that we are taxpayers. We believe in the system. We are paying to the system to function right. So when you take one industry takes your money, this is something you can accept. It happens. But when a very important That means that part of the system thinks that the rules are for everyone, but not for them. And that's not what we are here. We are here so that the law is for everyone, even the banks. So, this is our fight, and I think you agree with me that we cannot allow this. So, we started in 2009, and now in 2016, after almost 8 years, we are almost 3,000 people in the association. As you see in this graphic, we have most of the people are victims of FX loans, and then swaps, floors, preferred, and other complex products. What we have done, I am very glad to be here, because when you see other activists and associations, you see what they have done in the countries, and you can take ideas for yourself and for your fight. And it's a huge opportunity to be here and share all this so we can fight together. I will try to explain you how we organize, what has functioned for us, and maybe you can take some good ideas. What we have done first is to take advantage of the power of internet. Internet is a way to publish everything. They cannot stop the information. They cannot censure. How do you say censurar? Censure is okay. They cannot do it, because when it's true, it comes. Banks has many possibilities to avoid something to be published. They pay press. We own them, our house. The press own them. Many money. Politicians also own them money. So we are all like that. But no, we are going to move. So what we make is a very good web page, and we start publishing everything: advertising, Bloomberg forecast, case law, conferences, Facebook and Twitter, everything. And the big part of this is that the people, other lawyers, other victims, were sending us information. So we classify this information and put it in the internet. So then everyone, everywhere can take it. What happened when we started doing this? This is kind of publicity. This is one of our banks, the Bank Inter. This is the way they sold these FX loans. They used to present you an example with euros, and then how much you pay in Swiss francs and how much you pay in Japanese yens. When you see that, you see everything is an advantage. Why not? If I can pay less, why not? And the truth is, as you know already, that they only show us half of the picture, and the other half came later. Another thing we can show for everyone is Bloomberg. You know, Bloomberg is like Reuters. This is a very strong instrument, because this is what the banks use for their forecast. So someone made us aware that in the forecast in 2008, they knew already that the euro was going to be down in the future. So they knew it. Don't you ever think that they didn't? They knew what they were doing. They knew that everything will collapse. The only one that didn't know were us. But they already knew it. And as also Sigmund has shown you, it comes from Australia, from Ireland, everywhere. I mean, it's not new. It's not a new thing. What happened? We also organized in our webpage a list of judgments. This is very important. Judgments are public. If you, in Spain, there is a database, an official database, but this has only appeal judgments and Supreme Court judgments. But what we did is to take already first instance judgment. Why? Because justice is really, really slow. So if you went to the Supreme Court, it happens more than 4 years maybe. But if you publish a judgment in first instance, then you accelerate the process because many people know they can win. And also it's very important that, at least I see it like that, this is not a fight between lawyers. This is a fight against the bank, because lawyers must help each other, and the only way to help each other is to make it published. If you win a judgment, just publish it, because this problem is so huge that there is no lawyer that can assume all the problem. You have to share it. Share it, because sometimes it's really frustrating when we are working, because, for example, I must tell you, today in Facebook I have a problem with a lawyer, because I published one judgment that it was won by her. And she said, it is my judgment. I say, no, it's not yours. It's public, and it's the judgment of everyone. And this judgment can help other people. So please, let information flow. It's the only way, because the bank has all the information. If we try to keep the information just by ourselves, it doesn't work. We have to let it flow. So in our website we have all the judgments, and you have also a search system, so you can search by bank, by city, by first instance, second instance. You can also search by FX loans or swaps or structures, whatever. You can just go there and search. And we have also what we call the ranking. That is the top 5 in judgments. That is the best. You see, the pink bar is for consumers. So that means that we have won in 85% of the cases. Encourage citizens. You see, it's a bank. I know, a bank has the money, but we have the right. So fight for your rights. Okay, I go quickly. What happened? Then the Twitter, of course, banks follow us. That's good. We are doing right. So they are afraid of what we are doing. Great. And also you see the Google Analytics. All these are banks. They follow us. More banks. Yes, we know it. But the best thing is not that the banks follow us, but the courts. Why? Because I don't know in Poland, but in Spain when we start, judges didn't know about my fight, didn't know about instruments law, didn't know. It's normal. It was no case in the courts. So if you put the judgments in the internet, they know. They can read it and they can copy. Why not? Copy paste. His case was not good in Hungary, because, to be honest, in Spain it was a before and after your case. If you see in the beginning, before your case, we were winning 50-50. After your case, we started to win more. Then came last year a Supreme Court judgment, and then everything went better. And today is the last column this year, 2016, that means about 85% of the cases are wrong. So the future, you see we are meeting together. We were in Brussels trying to explain them that this is not a problem of Spain, a problem of Poland, a problem of Greece. It's a common European problem, so they have to help and to think about it, and I hope we keep on working on that. Also, we have made an FX long web page in English with the same structure as in Spanish, so I invite you to send us your judgments, so we can publish judgment documents, whatever, in your language. We will put it there, and then all people who wants to know about what is going on in your country or in another country can find everything in this web page. And the last thing, and very quickly, I wanted to tell you that I am part of this foundation. This is a project to investigate the impact of bank abuses in mental and physical health. This is a very important project because, you see, we are giving out our money to go to courts, and maybe someday, like in my case, you take your money back. But what about all the nights you haven't slept? What about all the pills you took because you have anxiety, you have stress? What about that? Who pays that? Now we are all paying that with our taxes because we are going to the hospital with the doctors, but the banks, they are not paying the bill. So this project is very interesting, and we are trying to demonstrate that there is not only it's not only a problem of money, but also of health. And I think that was the end.